Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. All right. So while you're getting situated, we'll all get situated in our seats. We're gonna we'll start a little slow because I know people are still getting in, but we'll start. I don't want to waste too much time. So we'll find our seated position. We can have our feet. And now this is all suggested. If this isn't something your body does, then do as close to it as you can, safely and as comfortably as you can. But I'm going to instruct feet are flat on the floor and spine is as long and tall as it can be. And your seat is on the chair. You can even adjust. Maybe you're a little fleshy like me here, and you can adjust the flesh on the sits bones. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Nice long spine. Chin is parallel to the floor, but crown is to the ceiling. Welcome, welcome. Good. And if you would like to close those eyes, I welcome you. I invite you to close those eyes. If not, if that's not comfortable, if that doesn't feel safe, you could soften the gaze. So just taking a soft gaze to maybe the floor in front of you, not really focusing on anything. And we'll start. Inhale into the belly. You feel that belly rise and expand like a balloon. And on the exhale, belly will deflate. Navel goes towards the spine. All air will come out. And if you want, you can even put the hand there. Inhale, feel the belly rise. Exhale, feeling it fall if that's helpful to you. And go ahead and do a few of those at your own pace, your own breath. Inhale, making that belly fill with air, getting bigger. Exhale, deflating, all air out. We always start with a nice calming breath to bring us to our class, to our mat, where we are coming from. A few more. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. And we can let that breath grow and blossom on the next inhale to the ribs and to the side body. So inhale, ribs expand. And on the exhale, ribs come back together, back to midline. All air comes out. And continue at your own pace to your own breath. Inhale into that side body, filling that side body, filling those lungs with air. Exhaling all air out. And if you're having trouble isolating the breath, just picture it going there in your mind's eye. Inhale, ribs expand. Exhale, all air out. Now let that breath grow into the chest, into the heart. Inhale, slight rise of the collarbone. Exhale, slight fall. And continue inhaling into the chest, into the heart. Exhale all air out. And just picture that breath going there in your mind's eye. And we'll bring those 3 breaths together. So we're inhaling a little bit into the belly, a little bit into the ribs or the side body, and a little bit into the heart. So you can even count 1, 2, to your count, whatever your breath is. 1, 2 into the belly, 3, 4 into the ribs, 5, 6 into the heart, and then exhale 1, 2 from the heart, 3, 4 from the side body, 5, 6 from the belly. If that helps you, you do not have to count. And it'll be your count. So you're taking full deep breaths, but whatever your count might be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or it might be 1, 2, right? You get the point. So inhale, belly, ribs, heart. And exhale, heart, ribs, belly. Picturing it going there in your mind's eye. You're not doing it wrong. Whenever your next inhale comes, go ahead and just take that inhale. And on the exhale, we're just going to bring that left ear towards the left shoulder, nice and gentle. Whenever you're ready, come on up. Inhale, exhale, other side. Nice and gentle. Noticing the difference between the sides, maybe. Maybe only one side wants to do it today. Go ahead and inhale up and exhale, chin towards armpit. So we're going to go off to the side and forward. It's not going to touch. Maybe it does, but probably not. And whenever you're ready, you can inhale up, exhale, other side. And while we're doing this, I just want to remind everyone, this is your class. Everything's optional. I don't expect everyone to be able to do everything. Sometimes you'll want to do nothing. It's okay if you just want to sit and absorb the energy as well. I'm going to try to offer as many different ways to do things as I can, but sometimes it might not work for you. That's okay. Inhale up. Exhale like you're looking over your shoulder, trying to see something behind you. So whatever doesn't work for you, just leave it. There's no judgments, no stories attached to it, no worries. And I'll inhale back, exhale other side. Now we're supposed to be slightly challenged, but nothing should hurt. And it's yoga, so we're not going to take it too seriously, right? Hopefully it's a little bit enjoyable. Good, and we'll come on back. We'll do some shoulder rolls. So shoulders can go up, back, and down. And finding your full range of motion. So making the biggest circles that you can today. And really exploring. Maybe it's only one shoulder that wants to do it today. That's okay. Maybe none. Maybe you want to go fast or slow. Sometimes we do it to the breath. Today we're going to freestyle shoulder rolls. So fast or slow, however you want. We're really exploring that range. Finding what that range is today. Now let's do one at a time, like we're swimming, like we're doing the backstroke. And reverse like you're swimming. Good, and we're gonna let that be still. Now, before we move on today, I'm gonna teach you a breath that is a cooling breath. It's a so because it is hot, and I mean, I don't know, some of you might like heat, but it's probably pretty hot everywhere right now. So hopefully you're in the air conditioning, but maybe you could use this outside, or maybe you could just use it to calm. Even though there's air conditioning doesn't mean we're not gonna be warm. So I don't think that you're gonna be able to see my tongue, which it might be a good thing, but so we're gonna curl our tongue. So you could kind of like, if this is your tongue and you're gonna fold it together. Now some people are not able to do this. I don't even know if I can do this. I don't really ever look. But you're gonna curl the tongue. So like it's folded, and then we're gonna inhale through that. And then exhale, blow. So curling the tongue, inhale cold air. Does anyone feel how that's a little bit cooler air coming in when you fold the tongue like that? And then blow, blowing out the hot air, blowing out the heat. Does anyone need more instructions? Anyone confused? You can raise your hand. I can try to explain it better. So curl the tongue, inhale. Exhale, blow. And just picture inhaling cold, exhaling heat. Does anyone feel it a little cooler when it comes in? Is anyone noticing? Yeah, a couple. Okay, good. Thank you. Do a couple of more and then we'll go on with our class. I just want to teach you this. Maybe you'll use it later. Maybe it's helping now. A couple more. Curl the tongue, inhale through the tongue. Exhale, blow out the heat. That is a cooling breath. Now, I don't remember the Sanskrit name for it. I'll look it up so I can tell you. I can tell you later. Good. We're going to inhale like we're going to get a big hug from someone. Nice big hug. Bring those shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, round the spine if that's okay with you. Come forward like you're hugging either maybe a big tree or one of those big yoga balls, those big exercise balls, right? Inhale, open the heart, bring the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, hug a tree. You're gonna round forward like you have to come forward. Maybe it's a tree trunk, right? And keep going to your own breath, to your own pace. So your breath is not the same as mine. Inhale, shoulder blades together, big hug, receive, hug. Exhale, round the spine. Good. A couple more. One. Good. Perfect. We're going to inhale, fingertips to shoulders. Good. And breathing circles, like you have little pencils on your elbows, right? You're going to draw on the walls. So maybe exploring, you may be making some big circles and maybe a few little ones. In between, maybe you have a spot that really feels good. And then go ahead and reverse. Perfect. And you can shake it out, you can make nice. So I was going to take it a little bit easy on you today. I don't want to create too much heat in anyone's body or mine as well. So we'll have a nice gentle class today. I think last time we did sun salutations, right? Those were a lot. Yeah, we won't do those today. We'll save those for a little bit cooler of a day. Let's get our wrists moving, warming up the wrists. You could just make circles. Maybe the fingers will move at the same time. So we look like Bugs Bunny conducting, right? And reverse. Good. And then we can make starbursts. Make a fist and open. Bigger. And glitter. And then we'll palm up and give it a nice gentle stretch. Nice and gentle, you're gonna feel it on the forearm and the wrist. And flip. And switch. So palm up on the other hand. And flip. And you can shake them out. Good. Perfect. Yeah, shake it all out. Shake it out. All right. Now, if your feet are going to come off, if your feet come off the floor, you can lift them up. If they do not come off the floor, you absolutely may leave them there. And well, I want everyone to close their eyes for this. Or, I mean, if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, just don't look at your feet. So maybe look up or something if that feels okay. And circling the ankles, toes towards each other. So if these are your feet, it would do this. But close the eyes or don't look and just picture the most perfect round. You have all the mobility in the world circles, right? Perfect, round, huge circles. And you can reverse. And then you can point your toes towards me. And then towards you, like this. These are your feet. Flexing, pointing. And then windshield wipers. Beautiful. And you can go ahead and bring those feet back down to the floor if they're not already there. And what I want you to do is come a little bit forward and dig those heels into the floor. And so just the heels are touching the floor and your feet are your toes are a little bit up in the air. Your legs are straight as they can be comfortably without locking the knees. So if you need to bend the knees because you're super tight back there or you have a cranky knee, that's okay, but they're as straight as you can have them. Good, and now you might be here and it might feel good and it might be enough of a stretch and it might be challenging and you might feel it all behind the legs. Or maybe you're just like, what's this for? So if you want a little bit more, you can take a nice big inhale. And just exhale, come forward, slide the hands down the legs if that's safe, with a flat back. So we're not rounding to touch the floor. It's not a touch your toes game. We're not rounding that spine. That spine is still nice and tall and long, in line with that neck, in line with the head, just until you feel that stretch behind your legs. So whatever that means, it could mean you touch your toes. It could mean you stay sitting up. whatever it means to you. And you're breathing, right? We don't want to hold that breath. We just want to feel that stretch. Nice deep breaths. Now take a nice big inhale here. And on the exhale, maybe you come another little bit forward. See if you stretched out any. See if you come another millimeter, inch, foot, whatever. See if you come a little bit more. Maybe you don't. It's okay. And whenever that next inhale comes, you can come on up. And bring those feet back flat on the floor. And if you came forward in your chair, you could come on back. Beautiful, beautiful. Good job, everyone. All right. Let's be some warriors today, right? We're warriors, warriors of MS, warriors of the heat, warriors of life, COVID, whatever resonates with you today. We are warriors, right? So we'll start with our warrior arms. So we'll inhale, arms up. Good. And exhale, looking over your left middle finger over the horizon. So we are warriors, and you're breathing. And if you are on the camera, go ahead and take a look. Are your arms like this? And if they're like this because they have to be, then leave them. But maybe you can make them parallel with each other. Maybe that's possible, maybe that's not. But just go ahead and see what you can do. See what happens. Good. Now take a nice big inhale. And we'll exhale, look over to the other side, over your right middle finger, warriors. Beautiful. Now this is a strengthening all on its own, even though we're not moving. I'm sure you could start to feel the burn after a while. We're going to bring those down because we're going to do it more, but we're going to add our legs to it if we want. So I'm going to add, so you can go ahead and let that go so you don't wear yourself out. I'm going to go back up there. We're going to add a little leg movement to it, a little leg positioning. Now, if the leg positioning is not for you, you can go right back up to the arms when we do it and just be in the arm position. But if everyone could just move a little forward in the chair, if that's you. Now, if you have arms on the chair, just be mindful of them and use them to hold on. We don't want anyone to fall out of the chair. So if moving forward in the chair is not safe for you, that's okay. You don't have to do that, all right? We're going to take this right leg here and we're going to straighten it out as much as we can. And we want it to be flat on the floor, our foot flat on the floor, but that might not work for you. Left knee is going to point towards the left as much as you can. And just as much as it goes there without pain. So if you're feeling it in that groin, you can bend into this right leg a little bit so you don't pull the groin, but you do want to feel a little bit of a stretch. Now, maybe you have to put your foot on the side and it will not go on the bottom. That's okay too. You just can't see my feet, so I'm just telling you what I look like, right? So left knee is pointing towards the left as much as it can. Right leg is as straight as it can be and out, and you're feeling it in probably that groin area and in the leg. Inhale, arms up again, or just doing the arms and not the leg part. Exhale, looking over towards the bent knee, over towards your left middle finger over the horizon. So we're warriors now. We're warriors of peace and love and healing. Beautiful. Awesome job, everyone. And you are breathing. Now, if this is in your practice today, we're going to take a nice big inhale. And on the exhale, we'll bend that left arm, bring it to that left thigh. Exhale, look up at the right palm, if that's you. Good. Whenever you're ready to inhale, we're going to inhale up. Exhale, right palm to right leg, look up at left. Beautiful. Inhale back to the arms straight out to T. Exhale, One more time, looking over that left middle finger over the horizon for our warrior. Beautiful. Good. Now we're going to bring it all in. Help the legs in with your hands, if you would like. Bring your hands to your lap, and we're going to stir the pot. So coming as forward and back as it feels good to you. Release that back. This is also good for digestion. And go ahead and reverse. Beautiful. And we can let that be still. Now, guess what? We're going to do the other side, right? Of course, we're going to do the other side. So right knee is going to point towards the right as much as you can. Left leg is going to come out as straight as you can. Maybe being on that bottom of the foot, trying to get on the bottom of the foot. If not, you could always go on the ball or the side of the foot as well. And noticing the difference, so this leg is not as straight as my other one. And so we want to also protect our knees as well. So making sure no knees are stressed here. No knees are hurt in this yoga pose, right? It's a disclaimer. Good. And once you get into that leg part that feels good for you. Now, like I said, this is just a suggested way of doing it. As long as you're safe and not hurting, if you don't look just like me, that's okay. We're going to inhale those arms right back up if that's still in your practice today. Exhale, look over that right middle finger, over the horizon. Warriors. And feeling empowered here, you're a warrior, feeling empowered here. Breathing, looking over the horizon. We're warriors of peace and love and healing. I'll take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, bend that right arm, bring it to that right thigh. Look at that left. Good. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left palm to left leg. Look at that right. Perfect. Inhale, back up. Exhale, look over that right middle finger, over the horizon. One more time. One more warrior. Breathing. And whenever you're ready, you can bring it all in. Help those legs. Hands on lap. Stir the pot. Release that back. And reverse. Good. And you can let that be still. And if you are forward in the chair, come on back. Back to, this is our seated mountain pose, we call this. So this is our seated mountain, and our hands would be by our side, or we can even open the palms. And our tall mountain, this would be our tall mountain pose with our hands straight up. This is tall mountain. See if we can do a little tall mountain breathing here. And this is another one where it doesn't seem like it's anything, but it's a very active pose. And you'll start to feel it. You leave them up there long enough. And so really feeling the grounding in the feet, right? So really feel like a mountain, right? So you're nice and you're tall, strong, majestic, right? No one can push you out of that chair, even if they tried. Nice and strong. And you're breathing. Good. And you can bring it back down. You can always make nice if you want to. Shake it out if you want to. Perfect. All right. So taking this left leg, and we're going to cross it over the right at the ankles, engaging the bottoms of both feet on the floor. So both feet are flat on the floor. Left ankle is crossed over right. Now, if that is not your thing, that's okay. You're gonna do your best to get to where it is for you, right? Beautiful. We're gonna bring those palms together in front of the heart. We're gonna take a nice big inhale. Oh, and if everyone could just close their eyes here, or just don't either close your eyes or do not look at yourself. All right. So if you have your camera up, you're not going to. But it'd be nice to close your eyes and I could take a nice big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to raise our arms into our branches. So we're trees, and we're going to find our tree branches here. So what does your tree look like today? And you're really just imagining it. Maybe you have a favorite tree and you're that tree, or maybe it's super windy out, or the leaves are falling, or you're blossoming, you're blooming, maybe you're blooming flowers, maybe there's apples or peaches or whatever kind of tree you love. We're trees here. And feeling roots growing from the bottoms of your feet, and also being nice and tall here. Trees are tall and beautiful, feeling tall, feeling beautiful, feeling strong. Roots are growing from the bottoms of your feet. Really feeling like a tree here. Beautiful. Maybe your arms are getting tired and your tree limbs are hanging. That's okay. We're going to inhale all the way up above the head and exhale down in the middle whenever you're ready. Perfect. Now, keeping those feet where they are, we're going to do a little bit of our modified eagle. So our eagle is going to be in our tree, right? So right now you have, hopefully, or maybe you have your left leg crossed over your right. If you do not, that's okay. We're just going to be backwards. So we're going to be opposite arm on top and of opposite leg. So right now, left leg is on top. I'm going to take the left arm and put it on the shoulder, and then right arm is going to come on top. All right, so opposite leg of opposite arm are on top, right? And we're just going to inhale up. And exhale down. And keep going at your own pace, your own breath. Inhale up as much as it feels good for you. And exhale down. This is our eagle. And as well, if you want to do, if you can do the full expression of eagle, you can get that that left crook of the left elbow into that right crook, and you can wrap the hands as well if that's you. You could do it a little more. See someone doing it, so you can. That's also welcome to you. Couple more. If you really want to know how old I am, I call this the I Dream of Jeannie pose. If you know what that is, you're probably as old as I am. Good. And you can come undone. You can shake it out if you want, taking the feet up, out too as well. And what we'll do is this time we're gonna cross right over left foot, engaging the bottoms of both feet on the floor. If that is you, palms together in front of the heart, getting ready to do our little tree again. So you go ahead and close those eyes if that feels okay. Nice big inhale. Exhale, find your tree, but be a different tree this time. What kind of tree are you this time? Be a different kind of tree. What kind of tree are you? And the sky's the limit. You don't have to look like a normal tree. You could be any kind of tree you want. Whatever kind of tree resonates with you. Weeping. Whatever kind of tree. But feeling those roots growing from the bottoms of your feet. Feeling tall, strong, beautiful. handsome, whatever you resonate with. We are trees. Nice deep breaths. Engaging that core here as well. So when I say engage, don't stop. I'm stopping because I'm pointing. I'm sorry. When I say engage the core, you want to kind of, the best I can explain it is kind of sucking on in your gut a little. But we don't want to hold our breath when we engage our core. So you want to bring your breath up into your rib cage, right? Like we do with that 3-part breath. So engaging the core does not mean hold your breath, right? Good, and if you want to bring those arms down, go ahead. And our eagle on the other side. So our right hand's gonna go on the left shoulder and left arm on top. So opposite leg, opposite arm on top. Or once again, if you want to put that right elbow crook into the left, and you can wrap, and there's all different ways to do it. I can't really do the one where I hold my hands together, but you're more than welcome to do that. And we're gonna inhale up and exhale down. And keep going at your own pace to your own breath. Our eagle. I'm feeling it in the shoulders and the upper back, maybe even the chest a little bit. Upper arms maybe. Good. One more. Let's do one more. Good. And you can come on out. And you can bring those feet out. You can always help those legs out too. All right, I want to see everyone's water. It's real hot. Where's everyone's water? I want to see it. Everyone show me. All right, look at you guys. You guys are, oh yes, you all get a star. Everyone with water gets a star today. I give out lollipops in my class for little prizes of extraordinary work. But I can't give out virtual. I guess I could give out virtual lollipops. They're probably not very delicious, though. All right, so we did our eagle. So now it's time for pigeon, right? So pigeon is where we this is our full expression where we're going to bring that left ankle above that right knee. And a lot of you say, heck no to that, right? So you can straighten out that right leg and cross ankle over ankle. That is fine. Or maybe you even bring it that leg up to the shin. That is okay as well. Or maybe you get here, but you're like, ooh, that's a bit much. You can straighten out that right leg. And that's a little bit easier on that left thigh. So go ahead and finding whatever pigeon you're going to be today, whatever's working for you. This is a very intense hip and thigh opener, so we don't want you to hurt yourself. So like I said, if you can get up here, but you're like, feel free to just straighten out that opposite leg a little bit, and it will ease it up for you. All right, so now we're gonna so if you're where you wanna be, and it's enough for you right here, you can stay right here. It might be enough of a stretch for most people here. If not, you can take a nice big inhale and exhale, come forward to where you feel the stretch where you want it, right? So that place between effort and ease. So we don't want to overstretch, but we want to feel like we're doing something. So find that place for you and breathe. Nice deep breaths. And our pigeon pose. This is another one of my favorite poses for some reason. I think that when our walking gait is off, we have tight hips. So I always like this one. Good. And whenever you're ready to inhale, we're going to inhale up. Exhale, taking that right hand and bringing it to that left thigh or knee or even the shin, wherever it feels good, the best. Left hand will come to thigh or chair. Inhale, lengthen spine, nice and tall. Exhale, deepen that twist, belly, ribs, and heart follow. Twisting towards that bent knee. And you're breathing. So on every inhale, lengthening that spine. On every exhale, imagine more twisting. So imagine you're a sponge and you're wringing out all that you do not need. Good. And whenever you're ready, you can inhale back. Exhale, help that leg down. Make nice. Life feels funny. It'll go back, I promise. It'll go back. We're going to go ahead and do that other side. So if you know what the other side's going to do, if you know what you're going to do today, go ahead and get into it. If not, you could start by crossing over at ankle or maybe at the shin. Start exploring, see where you get. Maybe you get all the way up here and it hurts. You can straighten out that opposite leg. So whatever feels good for you here. Perfect. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale forward with that flat back again to where you feel it. And notice those sides are different. So maybe this one you don't come as much forward, or maybe your nose touches your shin this time. Who knows? Just noticing the differences, breathing in our chair pigeon. If you're muted, you can even make your little pigeon noises if you want. And whenever you're ready, you can inhale up. Once again, exhale, left hand on thigh or knee, or ankle, wherever it comes. Right hand on thigh or chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twisting towards that bent knee, probably towards your right. Lengthening on the inhale. Imagine more twisting on the exhale. Imagine you're a sponge wringing out. And whenever you're ready, you can inhale back. Exhale, help the leg down, make nice. Perfect. All right. It's my favorite. This one's my favorite. Gratitude receive, right? This is because we get to ask for stuff and we get to be greedy. So what we will do is on the inhale, I'm just going to show you real quick. We'll look up to the sky, the heaven, the universe, open our heart, open our arms, ask for something we want or need. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Bow forward, express gratitude for something that you have, okay? 5 different times we're going to do this. As far as the asking, it does not matter. Ask for whatever you want. It doesn't even have to be for you. It could be anything. Gratitude, 5 different things you're grateful for. In the asking, it can be the same thing 5 times or 5 different things. It doesn't matter. But the gratitude is 5 different things that you are grateful for. Okay, I think some of you guys have done this already, most of you probably. So hopefully you remember. And if you need an extra, go ahead within reason, right? We don't need to do 100 of them because we'll be waiting for you. But if you need a couple extra, that's okay. Sometimes once you get going, you can't stop. You're like, oh no, I forgot this, and you don't want it. Now, my rules for in-person is to not yell out what you're asking for. But if you are muted, you may do it. It might even make that manifestation a little bit stronger, but make sure you're muted before you start yelling out lotto or tall, dark, and handsome or whatever kinds of things people ask for. All right, so we'll start together, but we will not finish together. So 5 times, right? Go at your own pace to your own breath. So 5 times. Nice big inhale. We'll take a nice big inhale together. And exhale. And then start. Exhale. Receive. What do you want? What do you need? Receive. And whenever you're ready to exhale, what are you grateful for? And go ahead and do 4 more at your own pace to your own breath. So whenever you are finished, no rush. Go ahead and finish up whatever. No rush though. But when you are finished, we'll sit either with our palms together in front of the heart, eyes closed, or gaze up. Or you can even put the palms on the lap. You can open them up for more receiving, or you can put them face down if you want as well. But what we'll do is we're going to sit in that manifestation. So what were you asking for? Right? What were you asking for? What would it look like? What would it be like? What would it feel like as if it were? And I really want you to hold on to that as long as you can. Really, really visualizing what were you asking for? Really seeing that as vividly as you possibly can. What would it be like as if it were? What would other people involved feel like? Does it have an outfit? What would it be like as if it were? So close your eyes, soften your gaze, and really holding on to that manifestation. Really holding on to that manifestation. Few more seconds, holding on to that. So now I invite you to go ahead and get as comfortable as you can, whatever that means for you. You can take a second for that. And go ahead and find that little place in your head where the thoughts come in. Just see if you can make it a little bit smaller. And I know those thoughts, they're pesky. I know that. They're going to come anyway. We're just going to let them pass, like passing clouds, like passing traffic. No stories, no judgments. And if that mind does wander, you can go ahead and just bringing it back. If that mind wanders, just bring it back. Back to the nothing. If the mind wanders, bringing it back. So you keep those eyes closed and that gaze soft, and just stay where you are in that meditation. And I pulled a card. I have these Louise Hay Heart Thought cards. I'm not sure if anyone's ever heard of Louise Hay, but if you have not, I highly recommend looking her up. So this card, and each card has it's a deck of 64 affirmations. So today I just picked, and I pick them random. I just picked the one on top. So I follow my inner wisdom. I follow my inner wisdom. I am at peace with my own being. I love myself and trust that I am making the right choices. I am at peace with my own being. I love myself and trust that I am making the right choices. I follow my inner wisdom. So I guess that goes with trust your gut, right? That's kind of what that's saying. So you could start to wiggle some fingers and some toes, maybe. Move your head side to side. Perhaps you want to take a full body stretch with a yawn. Oh, like you just woke up. Fully refreshed. And we will meet with our palms together in front of the heart. You do not have to get up if you do not want to. If you lay down and you're just not ready, it's okay because you're home. You don't have to leave. Well, maybe you have something to do, but I'm not going to kick you out. And we say the light in me honors that in each of you. Thank you. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
I think I got y'all. Thank you.
Thanks,
So
Michelle.
there's no class next week for the 4th of July holiday. So everyone enjoy. And I'll see you the following week.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you for the
All right.
email.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.